But going into some tech, we have a new YouTube. So YouTube, we upload to SoundCloud, YouTube, good old iTunes. But they have
We're still working on Libsyn. We're getting there.
And the blooming Google.
That thing's still not
Google
working.
Music or whatever.
Google Play.
Yeah, they're not liking our XML.
God damn it!
So
you mean the XML that they provided?
They provide. I put their own XML in just as a test, and they were like, "Nah, this isn't good. This isn't good."
This
I'm
is
like,
your code.
This is
idiots.
yours.
Yeah.
So
this is what you use to make Google Play.
yeah, I think because it was so new, I get the feeling like they had some hiccups. So maybe it's ironed out now. But YouTube have a new logo. That's exciting, isn't it?
No. Oh yeah, it changes everything.
A new look and feel as well. So the site's got the new material design. So it's like a nice flat look. Go there now. I'm sure you are because you're listening to this or watching this. But
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now.
It's just got
I'm
that nice.
easily swayed.
Do it. Stare at it.
Also, I have to check my video because I haven't checked my video in a week.
Oh, your I was going to say Prometheus, but your Prestige, yeah.
Prestige video.
Prestige.
Because for those who don't know, not Google.
They blocked your mobile,
YouTube.
didn't you?
Yeah, they blocked it on mobile.
So when's that going to be up?
That's what I'm going to check right now because
you should just.
Here's a YouTube bitch rant thing. YouTube don't care about the copyright. It's not their department. It's just an algorithm.
Yeah.
So there's no one to deal with it,
right?
Except for the studio that you complain to.
Yeah.
So for example, if we copyrighted one of our videos, which I don't know, we won't because it's shit. Or no, maybe like my Batman Superman video.
Yeah.
If someone else stole that and said they made it, I'd be like, no, that's mine. It's my job to find that and like deal with it.
Right.
And if then they have a dispute, I have to respond to the dispute.
Sure.
YouTube doesn't interfere.
Yeah.
So for this current Prestige video, it's been cleared by the studio, but the music people haven't cleared it.
Right.
And I can't get through to the music people being like, just say it's okay. And what happens is after a month, it automatically reverts back to me.
Right.
If they don't dispute it.
Sure.
So it's just like every time I put out a video, I have to wait a month because they won't hire some intern to deal with this shit over at fucking MGM or whoever. MGM, I don't know. Shows how little I know about music.
I know what you mean though. That is super frustrating. Yeah. It's almost like we need to upload them a month early. And then,
I know.
Then, like put them in a private box somewhere or whatever.
Bastards.
We'll work it out. We'll get it streamlined. But we'll get our videos up on the new YouTube. We have a few...
You've been
got
twitching? I haven't checked. Have you twitched?
I haven't twitched, but we have. We did like a gaming day, so we've got loads of gaming ones lined up, and so you're going to be seeing a lot more gaming, and then we're going to try and do the commentary a bit more. Even this one, technically, is like a 3-week late one. We've just been busy, but we're gonna make the effort to get them up weekly.
We're going to make some effort.
Some effort. I know it sounds like we don't give a shit. And we don't.
We don't, not really. But we appreciate people listening.
Nah, we're gonna like ramp it up again. But like, yeah, you're definitely gonna see some more gaming, commentary, and even your rants and your
my
edits
rants and
as well.
videos. They'll start taking off from like November onwards.
Yeah,
because I'll have a new computer.
Boom.
Or I won't, and I'll just fucking throw this one out a window. This old workhorse.
You're gonna frame it, aren't you? Put it in some glass frame.
Yeah. This one's staying. This one's going up on the wall. So my kids will be like, "What's that thing, Daddy?"
Yeah,
like, that's a computer. Why isn't it in your head?
Yeah. Why isn't it in your eyeballs? So.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the tech land? Well, I'll tell you, there is Intel and AMD. So you know Intel. Do you know AMD? AMD are like
graphics.
They're graphics, but they're also CPU as well. So
shit.
What's happened recently is Intel have always just been kicking ass, like the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, they have like new 14 core,
14 or 18 core, and then they're in all the MacBooks cores and stuff. AMD have been hitting back, so they've got some awesome CPUs and graphics cards coming out, but they're almost half the price of like the Intel ones. So they're smashing them in the face, and Intel have got to lower their prices basically. But like no one's even heard from AMD like a good product for them for like at least 3 years.
Right.
They've always just been budget and kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll save $200, but really it's just an okay CPU or whatever. Now it's like, oh, I'll save like $150, and this is just as good as like the Intel.
Yeah.
So that's gonna change up the market a little bit for like when you buy graphics cards for PCs. AMD, I think, are on. They do the graphics card for like the iMacs and stuff, so they're going to be in the new iMacs as well and stuff. So
the iMac Pro.
Yeah, the iMac Pro and all that. So it might bring the price down to the iMac Pro, possibly,
It
just
won't.
because of that. Apple will just bank
It literally will not bring the price down.
Apple will just bank it and go. "I'll
AMD
take
could
that."
release
So-
a chip that costs 5 cents, and
Yeah.
Apple would still charge you the exact same
It's
amount
true.
as the last iMac.
It's very true. So
Like if you could find a way to save $5,000 production costs
Yeah.
on every iPhone,
Yeah.
so it actually made money
yeah.
before it even got released, they'd still be like, no, it costs the same as the last iPhone.
I thought Apple were a nice company, but no, they've gone in
Because they don't have to.
So,
Like,
no,
why
I
would you?
I know.
At least that's the thing about Apple. Like if you
They'll find other ways.
they
to do
always find a way.
They'll be like, you can have free.
They took away bits, and they still charge you
I
more.
know. They're taking away the ports.
Yeah.
It's like there is no headphone jack, and we're not giving you headphones with the iPhone anymore.
Yeah.
But it's $100 more. So.
My mate Dan,
It's like, yeah.
he got an iPhone 7, and he had he whipped out his headphones,
Yeah.
and he put them in. I was like, wait a minute, don't you have those the ones that go in your ear? He's like, no, you have to pay for them. I'm like, they don't even give you them with the phone.
Yeah.
Like that's how shitty Apple are now.
But those things that go in the wireless ones,
Yeah.
they're $300.
That's what I mean.
So-
Like he's like, no, they're like $300. You can't get them. They don't give you that with the phone. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a crock of shit.
Does your new phone have a headphone jack?
Yeah, they headphone jack, and it gave me headphones with it.
Oh,
Like they give you headphones with it.
Yeah. I know they do give you headphones, but they're just like the normal ones.
Yeah, normal
but
ones.
still,
and it's
but
like,
still.
no, if you want the actual proper ones.
Yes, the ones that we were
Until-
advertising.
Yeah, until
So-
iPhone 8 comes out and they don't even have a jack for it.
Yeah.
You're just like, you fucking assholes. Anything they can do to just give you an empty box, that's what they're getting to.
They're even cutting down on their boxes to make them smaller and smaller. Eventually, you're just going to get like a little note.
They're gonna,
fuck you.
Yeah, a little birthday card being like, you own a phone.
Yeah.
Can I have it? No, fuck you.
You've been fooled.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Here's an Apple sticker.
Yeah.
So I said, they might bring down the price. Sounds like they won't. Paul's been on the phone to them.
As I was talking to my experts in Apple, I was like,
Well, because you've been pricing up some of the machines.
you
so,
Cupertino pricks.
and like,
I still want to see the iMac Pro.
yeah.
I want to see that thing.
Yeah. I think that's going to be November or December. But I'm
just
actually
wanna
looking
rub
forward
up
to
against
seeing.
it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the dark chrome
Yeah.
and then the dark chrome keyboard and mouse. That's going to be pretty sweet.
The iMac Pro it's just one of those weird things. Like we talked about, it just doesn't know if it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you
know.
just kind of want to see it.
Yeah. You definitely want to go into the store and be that guy
Yeah.
and just kind of load up your applications.
It's just a weird thing coming out of a company.
So-
It's like Mini Cooper cars just being like, we're making a truck.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be any good, but I want to see it.
Yeah. It's exactly one of those things where you go into the Apple store and you're like, I'm going to open up, Photoshop, Illustrator, boom, and load them all up at the bottom. And it's like, how quick is this? Render out this video.
Here's one.
You know.
I mentioned it to you. We didn't talk about it because we haven't done a podcast because we hate each other.
Yes.
The Mac Surface. I was in the Mac, or not the Mac.
That's the Microsoft.
Microsoft Surface.
Get it together, son.
The Mock Surface, whichever one it is.
The Mock.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that looks.
I went in.
Have you
Like I
used one
said,
of
I
those?
played that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I was in the Mock Mac store.
Yeah.
And I was there, and it's like 27 inches. Because
Yeah.
I remember the Surface was just like a little thing,
Right.
which is like a pad, because
Yeah.
it was supposed to compete with the iPad Pro.
That's right. Yeah.
And then they had this big 27-inch screen,
Yeah.
wireless keyboard,
Yep.
pen, and then they got this new. I guess they're just trying to make their own.
The dial.
The dial,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Because the dial, when you're drawing, because I was like sketching away on it, it remembers every sketch thing you did.
Oh,
And you
so
just
it's
go
a bit
click,
like
click, 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 and you feel like bloody Doctor Strange. you literally
Oh,
like
yeah,
spin
yeah,
it back, and time moves back on your picture to
Yeah.
like oh, that's what I wanted to fix.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Nice.
And I was like, this ain't bad.
I
And,
do
like,
wanna
the
use
top
that.
end one was like maybe $7,000 or something,
Shit.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
But I remember looking up digital artist drawing pads like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And a good one would be like 20,000.
Wow.
So
So it's pretty good for that.
This is a big screen thing that you can put up.
Yeah.
Use as a proper home computer.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about it is that it is kind of like an iMac. Well, it is an iMac. It's a computer.
Yeah, it's an iMac.
And then you can just fold it back. You push it back, and then suddenly you're like, I'm just going to draw on this and push it back forward.
And it's touchscreen.
Mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
And I was just like, God damn.
Is that down in the mall? Like
yeah, it's over there. Just go over.
I'll have to check that out.
And I'm just like, damn, this is. I'm not paying enough attention to Microsoft because this is exactly what I want. And I was thinking, if I had a little bit more money, I'd probably get me one of these because I could, draw comics on it or something or whatever. Get back into that. But compared to what Apple are releasing, you know what Apple release?
No, I know.
It's the same thing,
and it'll be the same
with
price
a little bit bigger screen.
Yeah,
and the same price and less fucking ports.
Yeah, less ports.
You get less,
not as fast.
Not as fast. It'll be lighter. I'll give it that. It's lighter.
Yeah,
but that's because there's less shit. Because they're not giving you anything. But
you're not picking up one of those either. You're not putting that under your arm. That's staying on the desk pretty much.
So I don't know. I'm again, we're at that point of bitching about Apple not innovating anymore.
Yeah.
Like the iMac Pro is their first big change up. So I wonder how that's going to change their lineup going forward.
To be honest, it's not really big. They just changed the tint of the iMac. It's now dark.
Somebody just
it's using the same chassis. They're just throwing in some components which Intel are giving them. So they're not changing it up too much.
So they could have a Samsung issue in their hand where it just bursts into flames.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you render like a 4K podcast out, a Rant and Bollox 4K. And
those 18 cores just
blows up. No, but we'll have to keep an eye on it and we'll have to use one. But I'm definitely going to go and use that Surface, actually. I want to push it over and then draw on its face.
Fuck your goddamn Surface. Apple fanboy for life.
Yeah, not really too much else on the tech side of things I wanted to chat about. There's obviously been lots of things happening, but we talk a lot about cars and AI and how Skynet's coming. But
there's an AI thing. I thought you were going to bring it up. Did you see it?
Which one?
Elon Musk and about 100 other engineers and scientists.
Yeah.
I was going to say architects. I don't know why. Smart people. Obviously, people who have words. Who don't decide they're going to do a podcast without the ability to speak. Like
Stony Stark.
Stony Bajarla. Elon Musk and those guys. I just say Elon because he didn't start it. It's just he's the most famous name on it.
Yeah, everyone knows him.
He signed this petition that went to the UN asking for a ban on AI in warfare.
Oh, shit.
So they're trying to stop machines having the capacity to autonomously make decisions on life and death. So for now, you have drone strikes.
Actually, pretty smart. Yeah.
But a drone strike is still a person.
Still someone controlling a drone, yeah.
So what they're saying is that we cannot allow ourselves to get to the future where machines can decide life or death.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're saying it's Skynet.
Yeah.
They're just saying that the moment you do that, you've completely detached human connection to what's happening.
Right.
So nowadays, it's very hard to kill somebody. All right? It's just generally, it's hard to kill somebody. And even if you're flying a drone, you know you're killing somebody.
Sure.
So there's this whole chain of command about, lethal action and war is an awful piece of shit and nobody likes it. But somebody makes the call. We're going to do this. Civilians might get hurt. Whatever they call it. What the word they have for it when it's.
It's on the top of my head.
Yeah, it's like when bloody injuries happen around the field. Collateral damage.
That's what it has. Yeah.
So they have all the words to make it seem nice, but it's it's awful.
The Schwarzenegger film.
But if you just have to turn on a machine and then turn your back, then it's over, because then anybody will just do whatever they want.
Right.
As much as you might say that the military will still have oversight, the robot can kill.
Yeah.
So it'll just walk over and kill a bunch of people. There'll be a bunch of collateral damage.
Yeah.
And then you'll come back and check on it next week and you'll be like, oh, that was awful. Oh, well.
Yeah.
And be like, that's fine. Because obviously you've signed off and the robot can do it at once.
Sure. Yeah. But then,
very bad.
All the podcasts we've been talking about, the robot suddenly shoots at you. And it's like, why is he shooting at me? Oh, because I harmed one of the other robots, and it's like, damn, these guys are,
So they're asking for it to become a ban, the same way that like chemical warfare is a ban.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how they pitch that to people, because do they have to show them, like, just play them Terminator?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But something like
RoboCop,
that.
that's the one to show them.
Yeah.
Stand down.
Yeah. But I mean, we're at that stage where we have to think about this stuff.
Yeah.
Because it is getting that.
Because a drone is just under control because it has to be, or not because because they want it to be.
Right.
You could just send a drone out.
You can say, go over to here and bomb this place.
Yeah.
I don't need to control this. Like a plane, it can land itself.
Like a drone. So, like you can buy a little drone and you can set its landing zone, and then you press recall.
Yeah.
And it'll land there.
But can you imagine?
You just do that in reverse and just set a little landing zone and say, if anybody walks in this area, shoot them.
Yeah.
And then you just set it off.
And then you wake up in the morning and then the whole village is dead. It's like drone malfunction or drone decided.
And then there's no morality. There's no person sitting there being like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Because I watched that movie, Eye in the Sky.
I was going to say that's what it reminded me of. I've not seen it, but it was. Helen
Mirren's in it.
It's also Thingamajig's last film.
Aaron Paul. Oh, and crap. What's his name?
You think we'd know names on this podcast,
you think
especially
we'd pay
this
attention
guy.
to these things, especially the guy who's dead.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, of course. Yeah. That was his last film. Yeah.
And it's a very good film. But that's kind of all about the
pressing the trigger.
Who gets to make the call? Who doesn't make the call?
And it's all drones as well.
It's all one drone.
Yeah.
And one thing, and it's just like how everybody has to do it. It's very good.
Yeah.
But we're at the point now where it could just be nobody's in charge.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're like, shit. And that's what this letter to the UN's all about. Just like, you should ban this now.
Yeah.
Because if you ban it now, that means nobody's going to have any money to pay for it. So, for example, if you ban something stupid, like electric cars. If you put a ban on electric cars, well, then you're never going to get funded to research an electric car.
Right.
Like, who's going to fund it? Be like, well, we can't make it.
Yeah. We can't, they're going to just turn it down straight away, so we're not putting money against it. So.
Yeah, so the army is the army, but they're not stupid. They're not going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on building a robot if the UN says you can't use it.
Someone will probably do it on the side,
yeah,
but less money.
There will always be someone on the side, but that's not an argument to not have everybody.
Ultron.
This is the American argument of guns. It's like, well, there'll always be a guy with a gun. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean make it easy for him. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, well, someone's always going to break into your car, so you might as well just take all the car locks off. It's like, no, you keep it
wonderful thinking.
Yeah, so. Whatever. But that was with the tech news.
No, I like that. That's cool. Did you have a tech bollocks question?
There was actually something else with Elon Musk that someone brought up that I forgot he'd done. He's got a thing called like Neuralink.
He actually did something else that I deleted off my list, but now we're talking about him. He actually created an AI. So there's a game, Dota 2, and it's which links into something else I need to talk about. But Dota 2 is Steam's most played game. It's made by Valve, and it's one of those
not Battlefront
strategy.
Okay,
it's a strategy game where you select the guys and say you guys go here and stuff, and you've got like heroes.
You guys go over there and send the drones.
Yeah, pretty much. There probably are drones in it. So that's Steam's most played game. But then Elon Musk, he created some AI.
Did you call him Elon Musk there?
Elon.
Like elongated.
That's what I do. This is what I do every podcast. Is like fuck the names up.
But don't fuck up Elon Musk, because he's got so much money. He could have us killed by those robots he's built.
Our webcams could fucking shoot us in the face.
That's why I got a little tag on well on there.
But he did he programmed some AI that battled the best players of that game in a championship, and it beat them. But it actually beat them like really easily.
So it wasn't even a close contest.
No, they were playing. These guys were the champions, and it was like it's esports, and a lot of people tune in for it, and it's a very like esporty game where people like to watch on Twitch.
Find us on Twitch, Rant and Bollox.
Sponsored.
Was that Twitch or Switch? Are we doing that for Twitch now as well?
Yeah. Switch.
Double.
But I just found it interesting that like he programmed this AI, and it just. Like basically, they I think they got into like a tournament mode thing, and they had the cameras, and they were like, "Right, let's go. You go left, you go right." He's like, "I'm dead." What do you mean? I'm dead. It's just like, what the fuck? And then suddenly this AI just
Maybe that's how it
him.
happened.
So
like he built this war game or
Maybe-
this AI for the war
Yeah.
game, and like it killed all the human players. And someone went back to Alan and they said, "Mr. Musk, your AI just destroyed all the human players in
Yeah.
like 15 minutes." And he's like, "But I did that when I was taking a shit on the toilet."
exactly.
And they're like, yeah, but the AI just destroyed it. And he's like, "At warfare?" He's like, "Yeah." Oh crap!
Right.
I gotta go write a letter to the UN. This is not going well. Like if I can come up with a machine that can
Yeah.
beat the best human players,
This sounds like Iron Man 4 in the making.
yeah.
But yeah, so that kind of links into that. But sorry, you said that you had some other news about him?
It was just
About
came up to
Alan?
me during the week. I was listening to something or other. It's probably another podcast. I probably stole it from another
How
podcast,
dare
but it
you.
wasn't on that podcast. They just mentioned it. Is that, and I looked it up as Elon Musk is creating a neural link
Yeah.
that we did talk about before. As actually one of our Rant tech Bollox things,
Yeah.
where he's trying to create this thing where you can connect your brain to the internet
Okay.
so that you can have instant access to like calculations, and Wikipedia is already in your brain.
Right.
Like he's building that now. So it's an implant that goes into your head.
That's right. Yeah, I remember I was talking about it.
This guy, he's Iron Man 4.
Yeah.
He's getting right up there.
Yeah, it's funny because we hear about him doing like the tunnels and the cars, but he's like, this guy's got many projects. you
Yeah.
know, and
Like, yeah, you
he's-
think the cars and like, oh yeah, but then there's that weird stuff on the back end where you're like, wow, he's fully going into this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like anything, I think like anybody goes to him, he's like a Dragon's Den thing. You're like, I've got this idea where we can maybe be able to phase through walls. He's like, yep, I'll give you $1 million to search that up.
Well, he'll know like something to look for. He'll be like, we've tried it and we can do this. And he's like, I've not tried that. You know,
Yeah.
and he's like, shit, that actually like works out.
Because he's also,
I'll
he's
give
got
you
the other things like the
200,000.
hypertunnels and stuff. That
Yeah.
he's just sort of like on the backside.
But he'll know a theory, or if someone says like, I want to do like the hyper tunnels, but this way, and he's like, can't be done. Like, or at least he'll have a good
Yeah, he's like,
idea.
no,
of,
that
like,
doesn't make sense. It
yeah,
doesn't work out.
yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but if you take this factor and then you put in the inertia on this
Yeah.
side, he's like, here's $1 million.
Yeah, let's give that a go.
Like for
So,
him, it's nothing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that the latest upgrade to the Tesla factory is now $5 billion.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
But the way, like, if anybody doesn't know Tesla, we're off on one now.
Yeah.
The Tesla system is very clever. It's all based on Elon Musk. It's like the Lex Luthor. He's just super charming guy who's probably figuring a way to ruin our brains. But what he does is he pre-sells the cars.
Yeah.
And then he takes that cash money and makes that the investment on the next development
That's
stage.
right. Yeah.
And then what happens is you invest in the new Tesla S.
Right.
And if you get in early, you get a discount. And then on the future Teslas, you get a discount. So it's a good thing to invest in Tesla.
Sure.
But the way he's doing that isn't because he's a nice businessman. It's because his finance plan is built on the fact that he needs the first phase
Of
to
course.
fund the second phase
Yeah.
to fund the third phase.
He's not going to dip into his money like crazy. Like
No.
he's going to make sure there's a demand for it.
Yeah.
There is a demand. Okay, use that. Let's build something better.
Because they're
There
getting
is-
into
you
the
know, so.
truck now, isn't it? The truck is
They
coming
are
out
doing
soon.
a truck, and like I think we talked about it on last week's. Like
They
more
have the
people,
SUV,
like,
yeah.
There's SUV, but people like Nissan and all that are starting to compete. I don't think they're still up there with him right yet, but yeah, the truck.
But that's why
out.
he's able to go
So-
from zero to, like, was it last year or this year? His company was valued the same as Ford.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
for the first time ever, like the stock went up to Ford level,
Nice.
and it's like he went from nothing to having
Yeah.
the biggest car company in the world nearly,
Yeah.
because he's constantly playing this game of risk.
Sure. Yeah.
Of just, look, all I need is $1 billion. All I need is 2. All I need is 5. All I need is 10. And all these investors are like, but are you going to have it now? He's like, no, I'll have it in 4 years. I'll have it in 6 years.
Yeah.
So, but it's working.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the fact that it's worked so far means that his plan, which comes out every year, he updates his master plan.
That's right. Yeah.
Check that out,
Yeah.
and it's probably going to happen. It's
Yeah.
happened so far for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I, think
mean,
he's
a man like
ahead in terms of
a man like that's like so driven, and the fact that it's coming true, and he's hitting those markers, like it will happen. Like, but and I know that he's got like crazy back orders. There's a friend of ours who has one, but it's on back order for like 6 months.
Yep.
So he won't get his car for 6 months, and I think he ordered it 6 months ago. So he knew, oh, I'd like this car. But he knew he wasn't going to get it for like a year, which is
and
crazy.
that's the system as well. Yeah,
So,
he's like, we don't have the cars.
And that's Canada as
you
well.
have to order it. Then we'll have enough money to build the car.
Exactly.
So it's like, to build the cars will cost, let's say, $1 million.
Yeah.
We don't need you to give us $1 million. We need 100 people to give us $10,000.
Yeah.
And then we'll have $1 million.
Yeah.
So that's what you do. You pre-order the car.
Yeah.
And if enough people pre-order the car, then they can put it into production. It's kind of like he's got the world's largest Kickstarter system. It's like, we need this much money to get going. And then once we can do that, then we get going.
Yeah, yeah.
So like he needs 10% in cash. And then he can go to the bank and goes, look, I've got this much money. I need the rest to start building these cars.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And then they go off.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, it just makes sense, that system. So, and it appears to be working. I could always tell a Tesla, because I've been seeing them a lot more, by the door handles. They're like flush to the door and they're silver.
So you can't hear them when they hit you.
And you can't. You've been hit. Like, there's the Ford Mustang.
Yeah.
And the new ones, they actually simulate inside the car the noise of the engine because they're so kind of efficient and quiet now. They're not like the old Mustangs where they were like...
When you get that V8 running.
So like when a Tesla hits you, it just simulates the
thing
smack.
I really want to see in cars is, I watched... Mission Impossible the other day.
Yeah.
You know when he puts his hand on the screen?
Yeah.
And that's
scans
the lock.
His thing. Yeah,
That's you don't even need a key thing.
Yeah.
Because it's in a rental car the other day, and the new cars don't have keys anymore.
I know.
Because it's just push button starts.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, it's so easy to lose those keys now.
I know.
Because it's just like a tag. It's not a key anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't dig into your leg, and you're not used to it, the weight of it.
Totally.
So I just want it to be so wherever you go, you just put your hand on the bloody thing. Because my phone can do that. I don't know if you know, but I got a new phone.
You got a new phone, did you?
It's got fingerprint things on it, so I can just open it with my fingerprint.
But you also said it has retina as well.
It's got retinas too.
So
I don't think it's got retinas.
If I was to
I
take
think
your-
it just looks at my eye and goes, yeah, that's an eye.
Well, we're
I'm
gonna
pretty
test.
sure you could do
let's
it.
test it, and we'll print out a picture of you and see if it does that. So
Yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun.
access granted.
So I have no more tech news.
All right.
You got game news?
I do. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, click the subscribe button.
Yeah, and as always, you can check out the full episode on iTunes, or here it's going to be posted usually every weekend. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah.